Alright, so we're going to go over what we normally do at the beginning of each session, which is simply give a content warning for those who have not watched Devouring the System yet. This is Devouring the System Digital Devour Art, which will involve some topics that are not going to be the best for those that are light of heart. It will involve trauma, gore, and some horror themes, as well as today we will be talking about some uncomfortable topics involving schools and firearms. I feel that's the best way to say that. Does anyone else think there's a better way to give that warning?
I think that sums it up.
Yeah.
Like violence in schools, I think is a pretty easy summary.
Violence in schools. That's what we're looking for. With
automated violence in schools.
Government controlled violence in schools. No.
Is it semi or fully automated violence?
Because there was already violence in schools with kids beating each other up, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Yeah, I think the caliber of the violence really needs to be discussed.
With that, Cade, is there anything you want to do to, or not Cade, Chris, gosh, you need to stop naming characters with cuss sounds.
In my defense, Twist came first, and Cade came when Twist was on hiatus.
I know. If you want to go ahead and give us we'll just do a slight little introduction for you, and then everyone else, as you're introduced, we'll do introductions for everyone. Do you want to give us, like, some backstory, or do you want me to just start into the thick of it?
I can give some backstory if you want. Just the general overview of Chris. I have it written down anyway.
Yeah, if you just want to give me, like, Chris's personality and stuff, because I have some backstory that I don't think you're aware of that I need to inform you about, so...
That request memory backstory.
To be fair, he's aware of these things, but this is how... It's a difference between how he perceives it and how other people perceive it. So, this is what the public knowledge of those things would be.
So, what I can tell you about Chris is he's a bit of a loner. He has trouble opening up to others. He enjoys boxing. He used to be a lot more open and a lot more outwardly friendly before his sister vanished, and he gets into a lot of fights.
For those who aren't aware, which I think would only be Silva, because I don't know if Silva has picked an NPC yet.
I don't think I have, no.
So his sister is Dottie, or Doc.
Oh, I see, okay.
So, for our listeners, you'll have heard those names be mentioned from the first session, most likely. For those who are brand new listeners, and for those who weren't here last time, which is mostly just Silva. I mean, Silver wasn't here either, but Silver's also from the OG gang, so he knows this stuff. Those NPCs are intrinsic to the plot, for some unknown reason. Telling you why they were important would spoil it.
I think the one thing they have in common is that all of them are missing.
Not all of them are missing, actually. That was only for your world, where they're all missing. Everyone else has them in their worlds and has a good relationship with them, and certain things happened. If you haven't seen episode 1, go and check that out. Hopefully I upload these in the right order, because I've definitely uploaded them in the wrong order before. But for those who are... Actually, we'll give you a second. Okay, we've waited. I'm going to be using something to cut out all of the dead space, so we do have to talk consistently if we want to give them time to click off before spoiling stuff, which really sucks.
Yeah.
With that being said... that should have been enough time for those who want to go watch the old stuff to go watch the first episode. And if you haven't and you're spoiling it for yourself, shame on you. And with that,
we don't spoil others. They want to watch the last episode first. That's their business.
Exactly.
Yeah. And don't spoil it for others.
Don't worry, I watched the last episode already, but I won't tell anyone.
I haven't uploaded it. How did you watch it?
I'm from England. We invented Doctor Who. We have time travel.
That's fair.
It was a pretty good episode.
It was. Anyways, getting back on track. Long story short, Chase it was shown that Chase actively had access to, if I can find the NPCs, Geraldine, who is a chef and was a witch in his world, and Geraldine is who created the little potion that let him get to the digital world. So just to give you all an idea of how these can vary from place to place.
Yeah, that also possibly melted him.
If you took that, that's interesting. I don't know how you got that, but sounds good. And I may have said things that I forgot about because I have a bad memory and I don't take notes on the sessions because I am a great GM.
Yeah, from what
Don't
I
worry,
remember,
that's
it
what I
sounded
do.
like sounded like he melted in the pot.
Oh, no. It was supposed to be like a Rick and Morty type, where like he jumped in and he just kind of fell indefinitely. Anyways, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get things started. Is going to be sitting there dreaming and that. But anyways, Chris, back to you, the man of the hour, the boy of the show. I did not like saying that. You are having a nightmare that's pretty common. You're sitting there in front of a actually, yeah, Chris, you would know this because Dottie was super into Digimon. This is just straight up a type of Myotismon that you're seeing. You see it holding some of your friends, draining them of digital essence, is the best way to say it. For our more mature viewers, this is blood that he's draining.
Bloodletting.
Realistic blood.
And with that,
Sweet digital blood.
you go to throw a punch on him, and he just kind of pushes you off into a portal where you fall back. And you see him picking up a rabbit, a wolf, and a lion, and he looks like he's devouring them as you fall, screaming with nothing that you're able to do. And then you wake up with a scream. Your mom rushes into the room. You realize that you're safe. The doctors say that you were missing for about, I think we said 6 months. Yeah, so you were missing for about 6 months. Your parents were worried sick. Honestly, you're really surprised you were able to graduate. But you know, you were
It's
able to
statistically
still,
unlikely.
statistically unlikely, but also before Dottie before Dottie went missing, she really hounded you, so you had tons of extra credit stuff and all sorts of other things. So
Also, that was before Twist was a troublemaker, because
it was also before you were a troublemaker. Totally for reasons not related to I want you to still be able to graduate this year. You're able to graduate this year, and today's the day of your graduation. You know that
today's the day.
you know that several of your friends are gonna be there. Also, that weird kid who sits in the back of the class. You're pretty sure he's part of drama, maybe, but he's always helpful. Is gonna be there, and several of your teachers are gonna be there. Like the drama teacher. Man, you know a lot of people in drama for a kid who's not in drama.
I cause drama, not in drama.
And with that, yeah, your mom rushes in and she's like, baby, are you all right? Is everything okay?
I'm fine, Mom. Just a nightmare. Just a bad dream.
Okay, I know that you've been having them lately. Have you been taking your pills? We don't want another break where you go missing.
Been taking the pills. I'm fine.
I'm just
All
imagining.
fine. Yeah.
Just imagining him being like, I'm taking the pills as he's like pulling out a pill to pretend to take it. He just throws it out the window.
I imagine there was a panning shot of where it like pans out the window and down, and you just see them lying on the ground.
Just a pile of pills. Everyone sees a rabbit come by and eat one of them and just starts sitting there like high as a kite. But yeah, as that happens, your like family dog comes in and starts like lapping at your leg. It's a shepherd dog. I don't remember the actual name of a breed for a shepherd dog. Border collie? Are those shepherding dogs? Anyone know dog facts?
I know cat
I
facts.
know lots of dog facts.
Not a German shepherd, I just know that, because German shepherds aren't technically shepherding dogs.
Could be a Polish lowland. That's a sheepdog that exists.
Yeah, whatever you want. It's just a long-haired shepherd dog.
Yeah, Polish lowland. They're black and white.
Yeah, that works then. Cool. Like I said, I don't know a lot about dogs. Anyways,
Fine.
yeah, is there anything you want to do to prepare for your graduation? Are you gonna go meet up with anyone? Anything like that?
I think Chris gets ready, like tries his best to put the nightmare. Yeah, put that in quotation marks. The back of his head to the back of his head, and
Yeah.
I think he heads straight there. I don't think he really stops anywhere along the way.
Yeah, so as you're getting ready, your parents weren't really what sure what to do whenever you went missing on your sister's Memorial Day. So they kind of set up your room as a memorial to the both of you. So there's a little memorial in your room of like you and your sister and a picture of you two together smiling. And for a second, you can almost hear her being like, "You got this, bro. You're gonna be fine." And like a little pat on your back, and you kind of think back. There was a time where you like scraped your knee, and I think, let's say you were learning to ride your bike. Dottie was teaching you,
It's a classic.
and you fell and scraped your knee, and you were crying pretty bad, and she's like, she kissed your boo-boos, and she washed it and took care of it, bandaged you up, and then convinced you to try again, and you were really hesitant about it. But eventually you tried again, and that's always been what's been making you go forward, is for the longest time to get you to where you were was...
That really was the best.
That's my brew. Yeah, so Chris, you get there, and let's go with Silva. What, are you a teacher or are you a student?
I feel like she would be a student. That just seems like more of his vibe.
And what's your character's name? I actually didn't know last time, so while you did die last time, I wasn't able to tell them how you died. Oh, it's right there.
I
He
put
gave it
his-
to me. And Shu is male?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said she. That's why I wanted to double check. So yeah, Shu, you're graduating. You see Chris kind of come in. You would know Chris went missing with like 4 or 5 of your other friends, whose siblings all went missing. No one's really sure where Chris and them went. There was actually a lot of police investigation surrounding Chris because they legitimately considered Chris killing them as something that might have happened. But they all went missing for about 6 months, and then after 6 months, Chris showed back up. The others didn't.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
But I feel like she would probably
Oh,
doesn't care. So.
And also, to be clear, Chris showed back up covered in blood.
Oh well, that's even
Which
more
is-
suspicious.
Which is more why they think that, hey, he might have killed a bunch of people.
Yeah, like, but I think Shu sees Chris walk into the school and he's like, "Hey, Chris, my main man, how's it going? You ready for the big day?"
Yeah. The big day. That sounds like
The
a
big
thing
day,
I
I
would
mean-
be excited for.
I mean, what's more exciting than graduating high school? You know, no more teachers, no more waking up at 6 a.m., no more homework. It's a win-win scenario.
Chris,
I guess it would be nice to be in a win-win scenario for once.
Chris, as you do that, you kind of start to remember that you actually got scouted for professional MMA. She was talking about all this wonderful stuff of not waking up early, and you're like, I still gotta wake up early.
That sucks.
Yeah, but for better reasons.
That's fair, but just
That's
so you
true.
know, you still gotta wake up early. But yeah, with that, do you all go find your seats?
I
Yeah.
think so.
I feel like we end up sitting next to each other somehow.
What are your
Even though our
last...
names are,
Feels like that's how fate would work.
Yeah.
his name is Vince.
With that, who is not playing a teacher? Cool.
I think I'd probably just be a teacher's aide.
Okay, so we've got a teacher's aide. Okay, so for ease, we've got the drama teacher and the drama teacher's aide. Not
So it's a
because
ragtag.
they-
It's a
not-
ragtag bunch of teens and their chaperone.
Pretty much.
The chaperone that's probably worse off than the teen.
So with that, Eliza and Krista, you're just in like in the like teacher section nearby. And the ceremony commences pretty evenly. A lot of people are eating for some reason. Like you hear someone gnawing on something. It's a little weird
Can
in the middle of
Can I
it.
tell what they're like eating?
Roll me a awareness check. Is it awareness or
Oh.
perception for you all? Give me a second. It might
It's
still...
perception.
Okay, roll perception.
I think-
Sorry.
Okay.
They switched it to awareness in
I
2E,
know.
and the last time I ran a game for this was, or not, the last time I ran a session for DDA, it was in 2E, so I got mixed up. So yeah, give me a perception check. You
I'm
can...
electing not to roll because Chris is lost in his own head right now.
That's fair.
That is a 14.
Yeah, Silva, so you're like, man, that's really loud. And you look over and down you like see there's like a little hallway off to the side for the gym, like the gym doors are open, and you just see what looks like someone like hunched over someone else, and you just hear this like squelching chewing noise.
No.
I mean, do I really want to say anything and
No.
ruin graduation?
I don't
Or
know.
do
dude.
I?
You're
I-
pulling
alright,
up the
actually-
Z card?
What Zed card?
She was gonna raise his hand and go, teacher, anybody?
You see Krista like walk by you as the
Yeah,
teacher's
teach.
aide.
Yeah.
Teach. I need help here.
What?
All right, so if you look down that hallway over there, you'll see Mike, and Mike is he's hunched over somebody. I think you should probably go check on him. You know, make sure he's all right.
Mike's like a
Oh
football
yeah,
player.
Crystal just kind of
Yeah,
peek
Mike, the
over,
star
peek
football
around the
player.
corner.
Well, you see
She's gonna
Mike.
peek around the corner.
For some reason the lights are out, and you definitely from like the sun shining in, you can see that there's someone, like you see the shadow of someone over another person, and you definitely hear squelching.
Well, Jane.
Yeah,
Kid?
no real response.
Chris died to an animal again.
She'll pull out a pencil from her pocket because this is very
Pencil.
reminiscent of an accident that she had several years ago.
You're gonna stab somebody with a pencil?
No, she's gonna throw the pencil at the kid.
Okay. Throw a pencil at the kid. Okay.
A teacher throwing a pencil
Yeah,
at
pencil
kids.
at the kid.
She's a teacher's aide. She's a teacher's aide. She's only in college.
While this is happening, I think Eliza's just distracted by like a self-fortune telling reading.
And
You've
just so
got a
everyone
booth.
knows, in the middle of this all happening, you all could hear like, and now we are going to have the valedictorian come up and speak, and they call out Chris's name. Chris should not be valedictorian. Chris definitely did not do good enough for that. But for some reason, Chris is coming up to speak.
Woo! She's clapping.
Wait,
Maybe
what?
everyone
Wait.
else did so bad. He's the best.
That's my boy right there.
Krista
Taylor
just
Chris
kind of
looks
looks
up
up and
and
goes,
just sort of
"Huh,
freezes in
so
his
that's who
seat,
they
like,
picked."
With that, Krista, do you keep your eyes on the person as you throw the pencil, or as they call up Chris, do you turn?
Yes.
Okay.
No. She's this is very wild animal situation. She is absolutely not okay.
Yeah. So you see, the pencil like hits the person. Chris. In a second, you can start talking and giving your commencement speech or walking up.
oh, Chris is frozen in his chair. He's not doing anything.
Oh, okay.
He's like, that can't be me. No, there's a mistake.
Well,
No.
with that,
There's no other. It has to be you.
you are the only Chris in the school. Like, Chris is a common name, but you're the only Chris in the school somehow.
What a coincidence.
Still don't believe it.
With that, the principal goes like, Chris, let me double check what Chris's last name is. I don't have Chris's character sheet.
I have Chris's character sheet and it's never had a last name on it.
Give me a
It's
last
just
name.
Chris.
Ooh,
Chris
Rickenbacker.
Chris Christopherson.
Christophers.
I knew I should have
Major.
written a last name.
Let's
Anyways,
go with Major.
do you want Major? Does
Ooh,
that sound good to you?
Chris Smith.
You
He
could
could
do
also
Chris
have like
Smith.
a pseudonym. Ooh, Aerosmith?
No,
Chris
no.
Aerosmith sounds pretty.
The person's name being Chris is vital, so it's got to be Chris. Just need a
Chris,
last
I
name.
swear I did not kill
Aerosmith.
anybody.
Oh, Chris, what's your last name?
We'll skip over it for now.
Okay.
I guess Chris would reluctantly stand up and start edging towards the door.
If his name is Chris Christopher, then we could call him CC.
Wait, you're heading towards the door, not
Yes,
the podium?
yes, I'm backing away slowly.
Oh no.
The door with the zombie.
Door with the-
With that being said,
You will much rather get eaten by a zombie than speak in public.
Chris,
Here's your reminder that Chris didn't see that.
Krista, you throw the pencil and the Mike, the star football player, stands up to like this man. Like he may not be 7 or 8 foot tall, but he looks like he's 7 or 8 foot tall. And he's like 400 pounds. When that happens, you see the person laying on the floor start to get up.
Oh no.
A little awkwardly, but like not necessarily like abnormally, if that makes sense. Like it looks like someone getting up, but like just that they're in a weird position to get up, so they're having struggles getting up.
So in this world, Krista is quite timid, and all you hear from her is zombies.
To which everyone else looks and kind of laughs at Krista, because I feel like Krista's called Wolf a lot.
Yeah.
So
She's very much the one that says, "Oh, I saw a wild beast in the several times a week."
Yeah, so they all go.
She had
Uh-huh.
encounter with a wolf in early days.
With that, so one of the other teachers like leans over to Eliza and goes like, "Hey, can you take care of your egg, please? And with this, Krista, the forms are shuffling towards you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, she's running the complete opposite direction. She's running towards the fire exit. She's gone.
With that, do you open the fire exit?
Yeah. Yeah. No, she's going straight through it.
Okay, yeah, 1, Daddy Elon's upset with you. 2, roll me a evade once you open the...
Give me 6 seconds here.
Krista, my pack should be the first to die again.
I know. Anyways, Chris, yeah, as you're standing there, Krista, like, runs past you, heading the other way.
I heard them say zombies.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No,
Zombies.
she's screamed.
Chris, remember, part of your trauma involves
I
those.
remember.
Okay.
I remember. Don't worry. Chris whips around, and you just hear again.
Again.
You said dodge, right?
Yes.
Okay.
As you open the door, and there is a horde of people there clawing at you.
Oh.
Oh, in a zombie apocalypse, you always need to try to.
That is a 19.
Okay, yeah. You're fine. You open the door. You're not able to close it fast enough to stop the people there from getting in, but you're able to. You also rolled 5d6.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Not.
I have a 5 in dodge.
No.
It's 3d6 plus 5. Whoops.
Yeah.
My bad.
Also, oh wait, this might be your old one still. No, we're using the same one. It's 3d6 plus 6 or
Oh,
plus 7.
Oh, no,
So-
I have dodge here. Oh, dodge is plus 10 here. Oh,
Are
yeah.
you looking
Either
on
way.
your human sheet or your Digimon sheet?
Yeah, my human sheet.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm showing it as a plus 7. So, I don't know.
That's
Because we're
for
looking at the
fight?
same one. I'm showing you're on here, so.
Are you looking at the right? Are you looking at the right sheet?
Dodge is right there.
Oh, I'm looking. That's weird.
Where are you
Because
looking
I have.
at? Are you looking at stealth, maybe? That's a plus 10.
No. What?
And you've got all your meat equipped. Num num num.
I think you're looking at mine.
Oh, I am looking at yours. That explains so much.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Can I get
No,
your sheet,
I'm right.
please?
I still
no,
didn't do it
I have-
right.
I have a 10 in.
I didn't do it right anyway, but I mean, this is a lower, and I got stupid high on this, so we can run with this. I got a 22 there.
Yeah.
So she attempts to locate another exit.
You see her do Krista do like a backflip out of the way.
Yeah, she spins back and fucking dashes, tries to find another door.
Yeah. You enter the hallway as everyone else gets to deal with this horde of people coming in and start attacking everyone else, and 99% of the people try to scatter.
So I whipped round, and I can see the star football player zombie.
Yeah, I mean, he's coming at you pretty fast.
Okay. So you see Chris sort of flick his wrist, and then remember where he is, and he's like, right, that doesn't work anymore.
Chris, as you flick your wrist, your gauntlets appear.
Oh, holy shit!
What the fuck is that? What is that?
You know what? Fuck it, roll with it. I'm gonna punch the zombie.
Yeah, as you punch the zombie, your gauntlets absorb the blood, and you just, blow Star Quarterback's head off. And you
Well, that's familiar.
Best way to explain this is you, Bane style, feel yourself get juiced up with the blood.
Chew is in all right now. He is
And with that,
Right.
Chris
you
just
see,
looked down at the...
dumbstruck.
you see what looks like Chris, just on steroids.
Yeah, he's turning and
I
running
like
the
look
other way.
I look
Krista's
down at the zombie,
gone.
and I'm like,
Yeah, Krista's
it's
long
good to be
gone.
back.
Eliza,
Yeah,
do you go with Krista?
Yeah. I'll take out my gun and follow them.
You have a gun?
What?
We said
Eliza
there'd be
just has a
firearms, we can
concealed carry permit.
The drama teacher, of course he does.
Everyone thought it was
He
a
lives
prop
in a bad-
the whole time.
He lives in a bad neighborhood.
I wanna
Yeah.
explain this gun is like Helsing's gun from the hit anime Helsing, to where it's just it is the size of Eliza's arm but is a handgun.
And you kept that hidden?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, everyone thought it was a prop.
Yeah. He's a drama teacher. It wouldn't be odd for him to have it.
Yeah, no,
Anyway.
Krista's just gone.
Shoo, what are you doing?
Shu, wherever the exit is, Shu is trying to go there. He's trying to get the hell out of Dodge.
Well,
You followed right behind Krista.
so yeah,
Yeah,
you're following
exactly.
Krista. Chris, what are you doing?
I'm going to retreat towards the exit, but it's going to be a fighting retreat because I am so bad.
Yeah,
I guess
so
I'm
as you all are running, I don't know how fast everyone's going, but anyone who's not necessarily like sprinting like Krista, but is like keeping an eye on like where Chris is, sees like anime style Chris jumping over, hitting zombies in the head, rolling over other ones, kind of like he's been in fights before, and with these weird
Which is
bloody
true, both in
gauntlets.
and out of.
It is true in and out of.
I guess I'm gonna stealth my way out of here.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Is that possible?
Oh.
I'm just imagining that this is instead of Shu being in different worlds, he's just going to each of these worlds, dying, and then going to the next one. Shu,
That can't happen.
you actually woke up, and last you remembered you were some sort of weird cryptid creature, and they killed you.
That's just a normal Tuesday for me.
With that, Krista, as you're running down this hall, you come to like a T-bone section, like a T-bone intersection. I'm pretty sure that's just called a T intersection, actually, not a T-bone.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying, though. And
Yes.
Very a bone.
you can get to one of the classrooms, but you do see more people like coming from in front of you.
Which way has less people?
Again, the one classroom you can get to, which is, I mean, it doesn't really matter which way. Just there's a classroom nearby, and that's where you can really get to.
To the classroom.
With that, I assume Eliza and Shu, you follow.
Yep.
Do you all bar the classroom before or after Chris gets there?
I think she will be like, we should probably wait for Chris. With his weird gauntlet arms.
Nope. Krista's burned the door long before any. You'll be lucky if you get in.
I mean, he can probably break down the door anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
The one who died first.
With that, you all hear a small explosion outside. Man, it'd be awesome if I had Chris's sheet. Hint, hint.
Oh, sorry, I've got it right here for you.
It'd also be nice if I had Krista's sheet. Oh, I do have Krista's sheet. Never mind.
You do have Krista's sheet.
Yeah, ignore me. Never mind.
Okay, why is it set to that? That is the wrong way to set it. Okay, fixed it.
Set to
Surrounded
your
by
mom.
idiots.
With that being said, yeah, you all hear a small
I've sent it
explosion
through.
outside. And then, Chris, are you just yanking on this door? Because you saw everyone run in.
I mean, oh, Chris. Sorry, apologies.
Chris, not Krista. It's gonna
It's
get
okay.
confusing.
It's gonna be confusing. So Chris is like fighting, is like doing a fighting retreat back towards the door. He gets there, realizes it's shut, and briefly considers breaking it down. And then he's like, you know what? I've got some shit to work through, and just keeps fighting.
So,
I think he'll be alright.
dear Lord. Chris, go
I mean,
ahead.
I can make a fight roll if you want.
I'm not worried about the fight roll. You can definitely take them on. I am worried about the endurance roll.
Oh, well, you don't need to worry about the endurance roll.
I know I theoretically don't need to, but I'm going to. I do.
Is that my cue to roll the endurance roll?
Oh yeah, no. That was what I was trying to get at. Roll your endurance, bud.
Aye.
And you lost an eye.
Now here's the question. What type of school are you in?
Like a public school, probably.
Well,
I imagine it would be public.
I know, but are we imagining like stereotypical anime public school, or are we going like British public
It would
school,
explain
American
anime
public
public
school?
school. Makes sense
Stereotypical
for
anime
the-
sounds fitting.
Okay.
it makes sense why the drama teacher's a gun.
Yeah, it's an anime public school, which means that all of the teachers are slightly crazy. I've seen Persona.
Okay. The reason I was asking is if we're going stereotypical anime public school, it's a sliding door, which means you all can't see what's happening to Chris. But for our viewers, if you saw this from like a third person, like you were watching the anime that this will become, Chris has gained his hair has grown out and made like a mane, and that mane like covers his ears, and like two little bunny ears have popped out, and he has also gained a little dog tail.
I thought Chris was supposed to be the normal one.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
I did put.
This is
I
a
will
normal
say.
world.
I did
Shit
put.
happens.
I did put normal in quotation marks.
Don't worry. Chris will explain in character later.
If we survive that long.
Here's
Um,
hoping.
With that, pretty quickly, Chris, what are you doing? Because like the hordes are just gonna keep coming. So what are you doing to prevent them from moving forward, other than just beating them up?
Chris did not think that far ahead.
I know. I'm asking what you're doing though, like on the fly, because I know he's not thinking about it.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
What are-
I'm basically treating this like a defense mission, and it's like, you are not getting through that door.
Okay. Yeah, but so
So it's just an all-out brawl with a focus on, no, you don't go through the door.
okay, so as that happens, I think you get rid of all the ones that are coming like down the hallway after the door is at, and otherwise like the ceiling just collapses in for the other way. So from just the pure amount of like explosive energy you keep emanating more or less, you have grown to size large. So there's that, and with that, they're all gone
Wait, we won?
The zombies are all gone.
for now. Yeah.
All right, gang.
Zombie
Well,
apocalypse.
we did it.
There's always more zombies.
We saved the city.
Well, they're not currently attacking you, is to be more accurate.
Oh yeah, what
Okay,
happened to that?
I'm going to hammer on the classroom door and say, it's safe for now, you can open it up.
Chris is in a
And I opened
cupboard.
fire.
You opened fire?
You opened fire?
To be fair, he was prepared to shoot anything that made a noise through the door.
And she's like, wait, don't do it. That's Chris. No. You're already
Okay,
shooting.
do an accuracy roll and Chris roll dodge.
Yep.
This will activate old school berserk.
Wait, I have Berserker right now?
Things are happening that you don't understand, okay?
Oh, I definitely don't understand them, but I know just enough to be scared.
I don't know what to roll accuracy for a human.
Oh, you just go to your Digimon. Oh,
Be your fight.
You didn't
There
make
should be a-
your. I got you. Let me give you what it is real quick. Because you didn't make your actual Digimon sheet. It will be 66. Well, I mean, you would just use your Digimon sheet then.
I wasn't sure about that, but mine's nowhere near 3D 66.
I mean, 66 is just what your human statted at on its own for its derived stats.
Yeah, it's
What's the
your
target
fight.
number for successes again? It's been a while.
Higher
More
than
than
the
your
opposite.
dodge.
Yeah.
What was the command for the bot again?
/R.
slash roll or slash R. Yeah.
You know, I really need to get a screen capture
Did that
of
wrong.
that, but I don't know how to set that up. So.
I did that wrong.
No,
You
no.
can just edit the rolls in.
Here, I'll just do it for you, and then you can see how you do it.
Thanks.
I think I got it.
Can't believe you're shooting one of your students.
Like that.
Chris is hiding in a
To be
cupboard
fair,
like a normal person in a zombie apocalypse.
To be
Chris.
fair, he's thinking it's zombies.
Chris.
Zombies don't take
what's
both.
your armor?
So I got a dodge 2. My armor, as just Chris, is 10 actually.
Oh, it says 1.
Oh, that's really easy. It's because I was just using the human stats.
Not your rookie stats. Okay,
On the grounds that my human stats are actually better.
but that's fair.
I
Yeah.
guess
If your
we rolled the
human
same
stats
dodge, so
if your human stats are better, you can use your human stats over your
Combat tamer for the win.
rookie stats just because I'm trying to be nice. That being said, my roommate just sent me the way to roll in the server, and I'm like, why did you send this to me? Anyways, yeah, so, as you have that, there's just a hole in the door now, and again, this is a big gun, so there is a hole large enough for everyone to see out, and Chris is just sitting there with this bullet, anime style. You see the bullet, like, squinch up on him, and pause there for a second before it falls. And you all,
Trisha is screaming.
Okay.
She hears gunfire.
You shot Chris.
you can now see Chris in his full mane of hair, rabbit ears, and dog tail.
You shot Chris, and he's a
Okay.
furry now.
Okay, a lot of shit's going on.
my
But
teacher
the
shot a
zombies are
furry and I
gone.
don't know what to do.
You also will see a empty, but still there, gun holster on Chris's hip, and a like little wooden staff on his back.
Why do I have a staff?
I don't know.
Doesn't Shepherdmon have a staff?
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, I always forget that he has that.
I mean, to be fair, you never got to play as Shepherdmon, so
Yeah, he never. He is the least used evolution in every version of this campaign that has ever existed.
he is.
You know that's gonna need to change, right?
Oh, it's gonna change, and when it does, it's going to be hilarious.
Anyway,
I
Yeah.
love the idea that it's gonna change just because you're gonna find Shepherd Mon the most. Anyways,
Who knows?
Hey, you're looking fabulous.
by the
Yeah,
by,
yeah, remember
Krista's
when I
hiding in a cupboard, still screaming.
I'm just imagining everyone sitting there and Krista's just screaming.
I'm going
Alright.
to politely ignore the screaming.
Okay. We're all on the edge
Krista,
right now. Somebody got
calm
shot.
down.
You're screaming. Can we all come
Okay,
to
so
a
remember that
consensus
time I went missing for 6 months?
and showed up with blood here?
Yeah, a lot of this sort of shit happened, and now it's happening again.
Major question.
so
Did
I
you kill
suggest-
anybody?
Huh?
Did you kill anybody?
Chris, you did
Trauma
kill.
flashbacks into you.
Yeah, Chris, you did kill and eat a lot of people.
I mean, yes, but not the people you're
Yes?
thinking of.
That's a worse thing if you didn't eat the people that disappeared with you, but you ate more people, or well,
You
you
didn't
killed
say
more
eat.
people.
I mean,
Right, you killed
yeah,
more
he
people.
Never
said
said
You
eat.
asked killed, You asked killed, I replied in kind.
Okay. Does it have something to do with what's your whole deal right now with the ears and the tail and the muscles?
Yes, but also there was a lot going on. It was a very complicated situation, and I really don't want to get into it right now. More importantly, happening again, we need to move.
okay, sure, let's get out of here. You just walk up to you and just pat your head.
Does everyone
Also, watch the
leave?
ears, they're kind of sensitive.
Does everyone
No, absolutely
leave
not.
Krista in the closet?
Absolutely.
I feel like we should leave her because you
Krista-
shot first and asked questions later.
No, Eliza's the one that shot, not Krista.
Right, my fault.
No, Krista's
You,
been
we should
screaming in
stay
a
here.
closet the entire time.
And
She was the one who
What kind of
screamed
strength check do I
zombie.
need to just lift the whole closet?
Actually, wait, first of all, why do
No.
you, as a teacher, carry a firearm in school right now? I feel like we should call the cops.
I live in a dangerous neighborhood.
You all hear
You never
the
know
clip.
what can happen.
You all hear the clipping of boots on the tile, like high heel boots on the tile. Just so you all are
Which direction is it coming from?
the direction where the zombies were.
Ooh, that's not good, but she's gonna stick his head out the classroom to see if he can see if somebody's coming.
As you do, Shu, roll me. Shu, I'll be nice.
You don't have to.
Technically, you can survive this if you roll dodge.
Whoa.
Chances are you're not, though. Do you want to bother rolling, or do you just want to die?
That depends if I roll for my Digimon stat or my human stat.
It's your choice.
Whichever is higher.
Yeah, whichever's higher.
Yeah, my human stat is higher, so I feel like I should roll with that.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead and risk it.
I am making up the stat on
Oh.
the fly. I want to let you know. So
Do I roll dodge like the stat, or dodge is in combat? Because there's
in
two separate
combat dodge,
things for that.
I'll let you roll dodge first.
Do I have this feeling like my character's from Assassination Classroom at this point?
This is just the assassination classroom world, apparently.
Oh my god.
That does seem to be what's happened. We all have weird
There's
powers.
still
Or
there-
guns.
there's still a chance. That chance did not come through for you. What's
Oh
your
my god.
What's your armor?
My armor is. Hold on.
It's
4.
not high enough.
Fuck.
So Shu, you stick your head out and I mean you wouldn't know what this is. Oh, give me a second. Okay, so we had some technical finish up Silver's episode. You all are basically went to graduation. A bunch of people started eating other people. Eliza and Krista all ran a classroom. Chris got his flame gauntlet. No one has any idea what's going on with that. Chris started kind of transforming into some sort of like hybrid being, and I believe where we left off, Chris Dark evolved, Shu got shot in the head, and I was in the middle of trying to describe what Lady Beelzemon?
Beelstarmon.
Beelstarmon,
Yeah.
there we go.
I'll start my.
Looks like.
Yeah.
I
remember I posted
I-
that image of her in a dress.
For
I got shot at, which is why I get to Dark Evolve.
yeah, for time reasons, I'm not gonna bother with us going ahead and, trying to figure out how to describe that picture. Dear Lord, that was an event. So with that, Shu, what?
My last thoughts. I feel like what she was thinking is obviously he didn't wake up expecting to get shot in the head. So
No,
like I
you've
feel like
lived
as
18 years here.
that's true, but he never expected to get shot today.
I know.
But so like as he got shot, he's laying there, and his last thoughts are, "I should have stayed in this." Then he dies, I guess.
And just a note for our listeners, these stories are not in order of how, and on Shu's episode, which will be the last episode, we'll kind of do a, Chris, what do you do as you're standing there? You dark evolve, and you see sitting there with a giant gun, Eliza, who just shot you with.
And so this dark evolution, Chris's size doesn't actually change that much with this
I
one.
think you actually get smaller, basically.
Actually, slightly smaller, weirdly enough.
Because you turn to like basically a rabbit, right? A little rabbit size.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
Aw.
that's technically true. Size is
adorable.
medium.
Yeah. Medium, small.
So you see Chris transform, and he does shrink a bit, and you see sort of this crimson-colored sort of bipedal rabbit creature with wild eyes staring towards you. The bullet, the spot where the bullet hit is still smoldering a little, and they just reach up and sort of brush it, and then they look down at these sharp claws, and they look up at you, and they say, "Yes, who's back?"
Jason?
Blood Lunamon, because this is Blood Lunamon, by the way, gives you a really weird look and says, "Just for that, you're second," and then lunges forward with claws outstretched.
Wait, who are you attacking?
I'm attacking the person who shot me, but that was just for that, you're next.
Oh, okay, because the person who shot you is the person who said.
Oh,
who...
in that case, fuck it, you're first.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
Yeah.
I got confused there. Don't worry about it.
This is a really funny moment for Chase to be like running down the hall. So Chase, just to give you an idea of what you've seen, as your little goth emo, there's been a horde of eating other people.
They're zombies.
And attacking Chris, who is wielding flaming gauntlets, turned into weird amalgam of different creatures, and has killed all of these people who have been. You ran down. You saw a fairly attractive woman walking down the hall in high-heeled boots. To which Shu stuck out his head to be like, "Oh, what's going on?" And you saw his head explode, and then she started aiming at you as Chris turned into a tiny rabbit. And then attacked his friend. But the only place to go is in there or run away.
Oh.
Do you go towards the Monty Python rabbit or the hot chick with the gun?
The hot chick with the gun who's pointed at me.
Yeah.
I think Chase is gonna like put up his hands.
You don't run
Probably
away?
like slowly going towards. Probably no. It's not gonna run away. Not from someone who has a gun. That's a bad idea. Turning his back. He's going to like try and slowly go towards the room with the killer bunny. At least they don't have a gun.
Yeah, she just laughs a bit as you go in, and Eliza, I'm not gonna have you roll for this, so I'm sorry. You look in, and Eliza is a bloody mess.
I feel like Blood Lunamon would have used feeding frenzy, which is the incredibly vampiric ability where it stabs someone and then drains their life force.
Which is ironic considering the gun he has.
You still hear Krista screaming from the closed closet.
Yeah, no idea what's going on, just hearing everything.
Yep. She's just been screaming practically the entire time.
But yeah, Bill Starmon just
She's
kind of laughs at you.
full panic mode.
You just hear from whatever's left of Eliza. Eliza, stop screaming or you're next.
Yeah, I imagine he lets off like all the rounds in his gun as this is happening. So random bullets flying in any random direction.
Eliza / Krista, one of you is going to roll me a d6 luck check. Both of you roll a d6 luck check. If you roll within 1 point of each other, Krista.
What's the command for luck?
It's just
roll.
Yeah, I mean it's just /r.
Thank you.
Yep.
3d6.
1d6.
Just the standard 3d.
Nope.
Okay.
1d6 each, and if you're within 1 point of each other with the roll. So if you roll a 4 or a 6 or a 5, Krista.
No!
So Krista, you do not get hit, and you hear Eliza scream that fades, and you hear Chase's voice, maybe? I don't know. Did you say anything?
Chase won't say anything unless like prompted to, because he kind of wants to keep as little attention on him as possible.
As that happens, Beal Starmon looks at you as Blood enjoying. You can sacrifice yourself, or I can make this much less.
You want me to sacrifice myself for you?
No. By going into that room, you can, or I can just shoot you, and you'll be dead.
Do you want to shoot me?
I kind of have to. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter how you.
Just in the background, are you telling them to die to you or die to me? Because I'm 100% into this idea.
This
I'm sorry, what is that?
White rabbit is now stark red.
I thought Blood Lunamon was always red.
I thought Blood
So I guess they're darker red.
I thought Blood Lunamon was white, and then his eyes were.
That might have been how we did it, yeah.
And it's just the thought was that Blood Lunamon is one of the few mons that is actively gory. So as you fight and your berserk goes on, the blood legitimately dyes your fur.
Yeah,
Which
that
is
makes more sense.
substantially more terrifying.
Yeah.
And you just hear Eliza moaning and then turning to a scream.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're very dead by this point.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
I meant to say that before, but I muted myself.
As Blood Lunamon says that, BL Starmon goes, "Dearie, there's one in the closet."
I know, but I promised to save them for last if they stopped screaming.
They didn't stop screaming.
No, she absolutely did not. She has, honestly, like, she will end up screaming herself hoarse.
Blood Lunamon sort of just grimaces, and with a single motion, like, sends like a projectile of razor claws through the closet.
Hey, you did
Where?
die by getting eaten.
Yeah.
Where in the closet? Because she is very much curled up in, like, the very far back corner.
Three slashes about equidistant apart, top, middle, bottom.
So yeah, she finally didn't die by death by eating.
She kind of falls out of the closet. Are you gonna go eat the dead body?
Technically, I died again by stabbing.
Yeah.
You know, it would be a waste of blood if I didn't.
So yeah, Chase, those are your options.
Can I at least?
Can you leave?
Can you at least tell me what's happening before I die?
I'll make a deal. You can become my pet like Blood Lunamon here will, and you won't die. And I'll choose a.
I'm sorry, I never agreed to this.
Are you gonna fight her?
Blood Lunamon is crazy enough.
I'm gonna let you know some things are gonna happen, and I'm not gonna ask for rolls if you do try to fight her.
Play the character.
Okay.
You know what? What have I to lose? Sure.
BL Star
Okay.
Mommy.
She hands you quite literally a
The
collar.
old mommy mon.
And asks you to step to the side so she can deal with the rabbit. She makes sure you put on the collar first.
I mean, he probably already has a choker on, so like take that off.
He just puts a second choker on top of the choker.
High fashion.
And
Two chokers.
Not, mind you, not one choker and then higher up on the neck the other choker. I mean one choker and then over that other choker
Is the collar.
is the collar. Anyways, yeah, it's just like a little black, it shrinks to fit your neck once you get kind of step to the side. With that, yeah, what are you doing, Blood Lunamon?
I'm nobody's pet. I am an agent of chaos, and just lunging wild claw swings.
Yeah, so as you lunge Wild Claw swing, she just kind of like sidesteps you and then catches you with a collar and a leaf and just starts dragging. Come now, Chase, and drags you into a portal.
Yeah, he's not gonna get shot.
Okay. Yeah, so you just walk through a portal.
I want it to be known that I'm not doing it for the sake of my voice, but Blood Lunamon is screaming various things that can't be said on Twitch as this happens.
And Chase, as you walk through, you enter like a short field where she lets him go, and you see another version of yourself falling out of the sky. Well, not like out of the sky, but like nearby, falling onto the ground.
Yeah.
Transforming into this bestial version, and she lets loose Blood Lunamon and throws them together, walk through another portal. And so now you all...
What?
Sorry, at some point are we just gonna have to fight another version of Chase?
Yeah, apparently. Which I did not plan, but I think is really neat. With that, let's go ahead and sign off so we can start our next record.
Now I'm just imagining Bill Starman collects one of us from each of the worlds.
Well, that's... Oh, I guess she could have collected... No, she couldn't have collected Shu. She was the only one she couldn't have collected.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
there's 4 more worlds and 4 more of you all,
Yeah.
so she could have still collected someone.
You
Anyways,
say, yeah, because
I
like
do
we
wanna
collect
sign
Chase.
off.
Not Chase, Chris. He never showed up.
with that, we thank you all for watching today's... You can find myself at Nero the GM. Anyone have anything else they want to say?
Remember, kids, they're zombies.
They're not
Yep.
zombies. They're cannibals.
Remember, gun safety.
I'm
Or
now
you're
just
going to
imagining.
get your blood sucked.